Hi there, Chris here. This is part 2 of Make a Key for AJ's Ruko. So in the last video I got it in the package and I showed that I do have a key blank to make a key. And so the first thing to do is to gut it. I didn't really need to gut the driver pins, but it occurred to me that AJ wasn't gonna gut it. So I thought he might like to see the core and the driver pins. So there's your driver pins. And these are very, very, very old Ruko, kind of soft spools, I call them. And then these, if you will take a closer look, taper down. Where are we? You can see those taper down. So the first two drivers are those, and the rest are those, what I call the soft spool. We'll have a quick look at those. All right, so, and then these are all, where am I? In him. And these are all the key pins. Now, if you'll notice, they have a nice taper. They really want to make you overset. Very, very much like Lockwood pins. So that's what's inside here. So how do we start? Well, I did pull out some of my Ruko keys and Yale keys that fit this. And this is from a cool Yale. I'm trying to remember which one. I think one of those 21051s. So we'll put these in here and we'll notice, of course, they're not going to line up correctly. And you can always, you can always take a deeper cut, but once it's so deep that it's deeper than these key pins, there we go. So these two, this one looks ideal. This one needs to be lowered. That one looks a little low. That one looks a little low, and obviously that's very low. So options. What are my options? I do have an ASA 600 pinning kit. So I could replace the key pins and make this work. Or I could keep these original pins in here and take this blank. It's a Ilko blank, and it's a YE1. The Ilko calls it a 999N, and Suki wants to be fed. And as you can see, we have to cut all these down, which is fine. What, Suk? Let me get through this video and then we'll play ball, okay? So, anyway, I might, just for giggles and fun, I might take and make up a set of key pins that will fit this and then give him this key back with it in the key pins in a little packet. And then, pardon me, also do one with the original key pins and cut it. That way we'll get to cut it on the machine and we'll get to do all that. The way I go about this, whoa, had a wreck. Let's see. Yes, I can do this. That's what you don't want to do. So that one was too low. That one was too high. That's going to be too low. Yep, that's where that went. This one, yep. And this one. Anyway, I can look at the video. But I think that's about what we had. The ideal one right there. And you can kind of see how that works. But anyway, where was I? What was I saying? Oh, use my pinning kit to make key pins to this bidding. Give him that key and give him those new pins in a little packet and then make up a whole new key, use a blank, and then make it fit the original key pins. So anyway, that's what we'll do. I think that way we can do both. I can show you how I do this on the key machine. Let's see if I have the right. Well, I'll just pretend. So I will use a Yale card on my key cutting machine, my code cutter. And the first thing I do is I just mark off here, because the Yale spacing and the Ruko, this old Ruko spacing, may be different. So I'll just mark off with a marker, boom, boom, right in the middle of these things. And I'll probably start in the middle and cut that. And for depth, I don't have a Ruko gauge and not a key to gauge it off of. So, but I'm pretty good at starting out and estimating what has to happen. It's like this one is too high. I mean, probably 2 cuts too high. So if this is a blank, which it is, so this would be a 0. That would be a 0 cut, most likely. So I would start with like maybe 1.5 and see where we are here. And that way I get the feel on how far to go and be able to cut a key. So anyway, that's the next step. So this is the make a key for AJ's Ruko part 2. Thanks for watching, and there'll be more parts. See you next time.